Kim, it's good to see you. We're talking about 3 RMD changes for 2023. So we're breaking down some key changes to those required minimum distributions that went into effect January 1st. So the first one is something that we've touched on before with the Secure Act. The starting age has increased again.
Yeah, so that's one thing that has changed with what's called the Secure Act 2.0, which was pushed through at the end of last year as part of that spending bill. So the RMD age started, it used to be at 70 and a half, and then they moved it to 72. And now for 2023 and beyond, it's 73. And they are even going to extend that further by 2033. It's actually going to be 75. So they have been moving that RMD age back further and further.
Mm-hmm. The second significant change here is that if you miss one of those RMD payments, the penalties are lower. This one's kind of good news.
Yeah, this is some good news. So the penalty was pretty significant. If you missed one of those RMDs, it used to be 50%. They have since lowered that to 25%. So cut that in half. And then if you correct it in a timely fashion, it says now they're going to reduce that down to 10%. So pretty significant changes there.
That is a big deal. All right. The third big change here is changes to inherited accounts. And this is very complicated, but essentially there's a separate set of rules for accounts inherited before 2020 and those inherited after 2020. What do I need to know?
Yeah, so for those that were inherited 2020 and prior, when you inherited an IRA, you were able to, if you wanted to, take distribution spread over your lifetime. So what that allowed you to do, instead of cashing out someone's inherited account at once and paying potentially a significant tax bill, you were able to just take out what you need to on a yearly basis and do that over your entire lifetime, which can help spread that tax liability, but also create an even bigger asset. In today's world, if you inherit an IRA, again, for most situations, you have to take those distributions within 10 years. So empty that account out by the 10th year. And so what that naturally does is it generally makes those IRA assets more taxable because you're taking out more over a shorter time frame.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Of course, you can correct an RMD mistake, but it's best to avoid those missteps if possible. So what's the advice for someone who's nearing that RMD age? Are there any steps they should be taking right now?
So for our clients, when we're even seeing RMDs in the future, we're always planning for that in today. So for example, for some folks, what that means is they don't really need that money in retirement. So if that's the case, we're likely going to do some tax planning strategies ahead of time to make those future RMDs lower and therefore do some tax planning. For other people, they might need some of those RMDs as part of their cash flow. So for us and our clients, we're always planning for that ahead of time. Mm-hmm. For those that aren't working with an advisor, you definitely want to make sure you understand what accounts are going to be, required to take those distributions. And like you made mention earlier, make sure that you're taking out what you are required because there's going to be a significant penalty if you don't do that.
Right. Very good advice, Kim. If somebody would like to talk to you more about RMD strategies, because there are a lot that are kind of advanced math, not necessarily things that you can do on your own, but warrants a conversation, what's the best way to reach you?
Best way to reach us is to go to our website, www.young-wm.com. You'll see all of our information on there and easy ways to contact us.
Okay. Kim, thank you.
Thank you.